Hey guys, this is Gabriel, Gold Flame Junk Removal, Mooresville, North Carolina. So for the video today, of course, we're going to talk about the 4 tips to keep from losing your mind when growing a junk removal company. But I'm going to start off by saying that, we did a demolition job, which is, I'm going to show you guys the time lapse of that. But we also did a labor job. Now, the thing I love about it is now that we are getting into the 2.5 year mark of being in junk removal, now our clients are starting to, it's getting back to the repeat business. So we're starting to see people that we helped, a year ago or 2 years ago, giving us a call back because they've now accumulated trash, more and more trash. And so I think that is one of the most important things about growing a business. And I prayed, about that the Lord would allow my business to grow steady and strong, because I didn't really want a business that comes overnight and can go overnight as well. So I really prayed for that, and I feel like that's happening to where those repeat clients are coming, starting to come back in. And so just imagine when we've been doing it for 10, 15, 20 years, and our market is set to get 6,000 homes just in Troutman, North Carolina alone. This small town is supposed to get 6,000 homes, not including Mooresville, Statesville. So again, it's so important to get into the community. I'm gonna talk more about that. But yeah, I have the time lapse I'm gonna show right now of the demolition job that we did, and we're gonna come back and talk about our 4 keys. Let's get to it. Hey guys, so we're back. So key number 1 is write down your long-term goals. Now, when I say write down your long-term goals, I watched a video with, I think his name is Patrick David or whatever. He's a real estate guy, and he was talking about writing down your goals and knowing your next 10 moves, because most people only know their next 3. So that's what I did. I wrote down my next 10 moves, what I think that should happen, broad perspective, within my next 10 moves. And so that right there is, and what I do is when I write those down, I see them every day when I come into, my office here. I see, the rules on the wall, or my next 10 moves on the wall. But I'm not constantly focusing on them every day and staring at them and all that stuff. No, I see them when I come in there. It's kind of like subconscious, knowing what my goals are and where I'm going. And so definitely write those goals down, and don't make them too far-fetched to where you feel like they're not even reachable, but do make it hard enough to where you have to try, you actually have to grind to get out there and do it. Or really go as hard as you can imagine. If you can imagine, going a certain, speed or whatever, then you do that. That's for you. Okay guys, so step number 2 is taking it day by day. What I mean by that is, once you have your initial goal, you know what your main goals are, and you're seeing that subconsciously every day or every month or whatever, thinking too broad or the main big goals too often will make you feel some sort of type of anxiety, or it can make you burn out faster, in my opinion. What I do is, when I write down my goals, they're on the wall, and I have them in my mind, but I'm not constantly thinking on them. After that, it's just day to day. You know what I mean? So just take one step every day, because that's really all you can do. Anything other than that, most of the time you will mess up what you're doing right now, thinking about stuff that's in the future. You know what I mean? Like, the clients you're helping won't really feel the best form of service because you're focusing on this, and this. And me and my wife have talked about it before, is where, one day it can feel as if you have a couple jobs, or, not as many jobs as what you're used to. And then the next day or the next week, you know, you're jam-packed. You got jobs. You know, you don't even know what to do because again, we don't have that many employees or you know any full-time employees because you know you're a growing junk removal company. You're small, so you're trying to do it all yourself. So take those times whenever you don't have a bunch of jobs to just rest. But other than that, again, take those day-to-days. And just take one step every day, one step every day, one step. Contact the people every day. Don't worry about the big picture because then by the time you realize it, again, it's been 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and you were able to take one day at a time, and now you reach those goals. Now you have to make even bigger goals. So that's step number 2. Boom. So guys, number 3 is whenever you're not busy, those times whenever you feel like you don't have enough to do, to keep yourself from being anxious if you are, is to you know, go out and do parades or go hand out flyers, you know, put them on people's mailboxes or hand out, you know, business cards at, you know, parking lots. Whatever you can do to keep working, even though you're not actually physically doing labor as far as jobs go, you are still moving toward the goal or your goals, and just staying busy, keeping your mind from being able to run and run and run and run. So I think that's been helpful for me. You know, we go out and hand out flyers, you know, or we're posting things on Facebook or, you know, posting in group chats and all that stuff. So definitely just keep doing something, keep moving towards your goal. Don't allow yourself to sit too long. As long as you're going in the right direction, don't just be, you know, spinning your wheels. But as long as you're going in the right direction to help your company, definitely keep it moving, keep doing something. Tip number 4 is try your best, which I'm still trying to get used to this. But try your best to maybe have some type of day that you set aside as a day you don't do any junk removals. It's hard to say too, especially when you're a growing company. It's hard to say, you know, set aside 2 full days to where you don't do any jobs, especially like a Saturday and Sunday. That's the main days that clients are off of work and can, you know, you can actually do the job. But set aside at least one day. My day is Sunday. Most of the time, majority of the time, we don't do jobs on Sundays because we have church and whatnot. But set aside a day. Or, you know, if you don't have a day where you just want to sit on your butt like me, a lot of times I don't like to just sit and do nothing. I feel more anxious sitting and doing nothing. You can, you know, maybe just do one job or do a couple small jobs and then take the day off, or just hand out flyers so you're still doing something. Not everybody, you know, is happy or is okay actually just sitting and taking a rest day and doing nothing all day. They're more miserable doing that. So if you need to do something, then maybe do a small job or whatever. But again, these are 4 keys to keep you from burning out, because this is the long haul. Again, another video that I saw, Gary Vee. It was Gary Vee who was talking about the long haul. Plan for 21 years and not 2 years. So if you plan for 21 years and you become a millionaire in, you know, 4 or 5 years, then you're happy. But if you plan for 2 years and it takes 4 or 5 years, most likely you will not make it to where you're supposed to be because you weren't, I wouldn't say realistic, but you weren't really in it for the long haul. You were thinking about it as a quick fix from the beginning. So again, these are 4 keys, man, to keep, you know, me, you, whoever, especially small business owners, from overheating and ultimately, you know, messing up our engine, so to speak. So yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. Please like, comment, subscribe if you like the videos, and I'll talk to you next time. Peace.